Happy Friday, people. Back in London now, as you can see, and it's taken me nearly 2 weeks to adjust back to life here. Haven't been away from my home for a period, it was a month in total that I was away, since I was in my early 20s, I realised. So all breaks since then have been 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks maximum. There was something about being away that little bit extra in time that changed my rhythm and gave me a bit more of a break. And so coming back home, adjusting to all the changes that have happened here as well. So Freedom Day had occurred while I was away. We've had all of the interesting weather. And even now, the kind of grey but warm days is a bit of an adjustment. But I'm there, I'm back. And my thinking today is about focus. I had an appointment today with my optician, and it was my first one for 3 years. They said I should have one every 2 years, and last year was COVID lockdown. So 3 years since I'd had my annual eye checkup, and there is a lot of emphasis on what you can see, whether it's fuzzy, whether it's clear, is it in focus? But when I think about the word focus and what it means, it's not just the ability to obtain sharp perceptions, it's also the center of activity, attraction, or attention. It's directed attention, which I love. And it's something that has been very important for me, and a practice that I have to continue. Just like we exercise other muscles, I have to, for me, continue the practice of focus, assessing and discerning regularly. What am I choosing to focus on? Where am I directing my attention? Because what we direct our attention on grows. Where we focus, we attract more of it. So that's what I'm looking at the moment. That's what I'm thinking about, because that is one of our superpowers. There is the ability to let go and let things grow, which I also believe in. But when I think about a garden, for example, or nature, you can leave it and let it grow, of course. And you'll have this abundance of wildness, and nature will do its thing. And then you can also curate and be deliberate and focus your attention on clearing a path and sowing particular seeds to do certain things, to produce certain fruit, and working with nature, not against it, but with it, curating. And we have so much choice and so many things that we can direct our attention to. Often, you might find that unconsciously your attention is being directed to things that you don't want. And my practice that I practice is pulling my attention back and focusing it on things that I do want. What do I want? Where do I want to go? What's the direction I'm going in? And then making sure my focus is there. And in doing that, while it feels sometimes like you're letting go of things that you should be holding on to, I promise you, you actually create more abundance. And going back to the garden analogy, think about pruning your flowers. I was looking at my tomato plants and I got back from holiday and they were wild and everything was growing. And then I've just cut them all back a bit, given them some space, created some light and some space. And now the fruit that is there can really flourish. It can really ripen. And I'm talking like I know what I'm talking about. Honestly, this is my first attempt at gardening. So this is coming from a complete amateur and beginner. But even I could see the value of pruning, creating space so that there could be more focused attention on what we want to grow. So that's my thoughts for today. I'll leave those with you. And I also leave you with the lines of the final lines of the Invictus poem, because that's been sitting with me this week. So, I am the master of my fate. I am the captain of my soul. Happy Friday. See you soon.